What's going on, guys? So this is basically a very simple obedience session that you can do with your dogs. Now I've got Rocky on the left, Venom on the right, and what the goal is, right? So we did about 6-7 minutes, and the focus was lead walking, so like heel, like a street heel, like a loose lead heel, some sits, some stays, some downs, some stays. In some kind of fashion. Now this was the first outing these dogs have had today, so I took them straight out the back of the car and expected them to go straight into this. So for two absolutely psychotic dogs, like, they did awesome. So what I'm looking for here, and this is a good session that you can do with your dogs, is I am looking for, whilst we're walking on lead, every time they give me eye contact, I'm using a clicker. I'm going to click and then I'm going to give them a treat every time they look at me. And you'll notice through this video, they look at me more and more during this session, just because they're anticipating the food, they're looking out, they're working for that click. You'll see through various points of this video, I might put them in a sit, I might put them in a down, and depends on when I release them. So I might release them as soon as their butt hits the floor. I might make them sit and wait for a bit. I might test their sits and downs. So I might have them in a sit, and then I'll put leash pressure on to try and pull them out of the sit, and I expect them to stay there. When they show me that they can stay there and they don't break the sit regardless of the distraction, then I will yes them out of it and I'll give them their reward, and then we'll just crack on straight back to it. So this right here, this simple obedience session, is probably everything you need as a pet dog owner. You need a good heel, you need a good sit, you need a good down, and you need a good stay. So I don't typically use stay or wait. Down means down unless I release you. Sit means sit unless I release you. So I'm not saying sit, stay, wait. I'm just reaffirming, right, you will sit, and if they do move out of it at no, sit, then I'll reward them with the yes out of the command. Their yes means they have to come straight to me to get the treat, and then we carry on with what we're doing. The only thing missing from this, from a pet owner, is recall. But from a general rule of thumb, if you can get a good heel, sit, down, stay, you're doing very, very well as a pet dog owner. So yeah, find yourself a little car park, a little bit of space, start low distraction areas, do this session, reward for eye contact for the heel. Every time they look up at you, reward them. If they check out and they look like they want to forage, turn the other direction. Once you turn the other direction and they look at you and they give you eye contact, treat and reward. Rinse and repeat. Walk in different directions. I quite like a figure of 8, because it means on one turn you're stepping in front of them so they can't forage in front of you, and then the other turn they're walking out the outside of you. Be random in your training, be random in what you do here in the obedience sessions, so they don't just anticipate, oh, I've walked 5 steps now, I'm going to get a treat. I've walked up and down, now I'm going to sit. Be a bit sporadic, reward the eye contact, proof the behaviours. Once you can do this in low distraction, move to a higher distraction area, and then gradually up the ante, and you'll build a really good dog. But yeah, sit and watch the rest of this video. There's another 3 minutes left. You can see what I get up to with the dogs. Also, another thing to notice is I do not say anything to the dogs other than what I want them to do. I think a lot of dog owners make the mistake of talking too much to their dog. You don't need to talk too much to your dog. They just need that clear command. They need to know when they're doing it right. They need to know when they're doing it wrong. Just that clear, concise, consistent communication. So yeah, have a little watch and have a go.
7 minutes.